What's up, mechanics? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday here at the VM Tools headquarters. I'm wearing my Bucks shirt in honor of the Bucks losing yesterday.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was a rough game.
That was rough.
But we move on. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We are talking today about Torx and some subsets that we have from a master set. We've shown the master set here before, and a lot of people have said, you know, I don't need that many Torx. It's a 77-piece set. And, you know, some people want to pick and choose. They already have a bunch of Torx in their toolbox, so they may just need something specific. And we want to let you know that we do sell breakdown sets. We don't only sell master sets.
Most of our sets have breakdown sets, especially the big boys.
Well, all of our master sets do. The socket sets that come in foam, all the stuff that's in hard cases, the Impact 50, the MMS 450. We have subsets on mag rails.
More often than not.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about the TMS77. Is this episode 99?
I think so.
This is episode 99. So make sure you watch episode 100 because you're going to do something special for that. Okay? But let's get into it.
So for the TMS77, obviously it's all Torx. That stands for Torx Master Set, 77 pieces. Like Michael said, we have breakdowns for all of them, so that's what these are. All right, starting the breakdown, we're going to talk about the two sockets that are actually in the kit. So we have the Torx Plus sockets and the regular Torx sockets. For the Torx Plus, that part number is going to be TMS77. That is for the Torx Plus, which are these bad boys right here. As you can see, obviously Torx Plus. They come on the green mag rails in our new satin chromed finish.
Fun fact, that's one of our best sellers.
It is.
That set in particular. More so than the regular e-Torx.
More than any of the others. It's crazy. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why, but it is not what people would assume. But this is the most popular seller out of the subsets. But the Torx sockets by themselves are not far behind. That's why you see them also on a green rail. And the reason I say that is we have a couple different finishes, and this set has seen a couple different variations as time's gone on. And as we run out of one, we switch it to the other. So there is a little weird time where some are updated and some are still not because there's still inventory. And then depending on how quickly the warehouse moves that inventory, you know, there's a 2-month period where it's a little awkward. So we currently have, there's probably 3 different variations that are still out there on trucks. There is the oldest variation, which you're going to see has this flat finish. It's not satin. So it's a flat finish, slightly different, and it comes on a black rail. These are the male drivers, obviously, but that is because, well, we don't have these anymore in stock. Warehouses may, so you might still see them on trucks. But this is from our showroom, and I wanted to show the different finish. So this is obviously the flat instead of satin, and then you have the black mag rail. And then, as we updated the kit, we went to a satin finish, as we did with the rest of our line, and it's still on a black mag rail. They were matte before, now then they turned satin, so you see them satin on this rail, on the black rail. As time went on, we started changing the types of drivers that we put on mag rails. We made the mag rail color to match the fastener type, essentially. So Torx is green for us now. Metric hex is blue, standard hex is red, Phillips is black, flats and Phillips is black, and what am I missing? Triple square is blue. So those are the color combinations of how we, you know, color code our fasteners and our sockets, our drivers, what have you. So now that's why you're seeing the satin finish on the green rail for Torx. So eventually these will all be satin finished on Torx, but I wanted to show the different variations that we have available or that we have had available that you may still see on trucks depending on where they got the inventory from.
Yeah.
But
talking about some of the drivers, there's one that I want to point out in particular because we have been asked if we have it quite a few times, and that is this set right here. What's the set part number for this? This is the TMS-T5P. It's a tamper-proof Torx Plus, but it is a 5-point Torx Plus, and we get asked for that quite a lot. So we have regular 6-point Torx Plus here, but we have the 5-point Torx Plus just in a tamper-proof design, which you can still use. It's not necessarily something that you have to use on security fasteners. You can use this on just a regular 5-point hex.
But the thing is, most 5-point fasteners are security because they're 5-point to begin with.
I had a 30-minute phone call with somebody once about this because they were asking for it. And I was like, it's a tamper-proof. And he was like, I don't need the tamper-proof. I was like, it will still work. He was like, I don't want it. I was like, okay, no problem. But that's the TMS-T5P tamper-proof 5-point Torx Plus. And then obviously the 6-point Torx Plus is the TMS-TXIP6. And let me go on to the normal Torx. These are all S2, by the way, and they are rated at above 200% of the NC Torx standard. They are incredibly strong bits and sockets.
They're heavy. They're freaking heavy.
It's a very heavy-duty driver, and those are very heavy-duty sockets. You can trust that they will hold up. We have had people that have had these sets for years, 10 years, and they use them every day on impact, and they've been okay. They're not impact rated, okay? They are satin finished. That can flake, but you don't have to use them worrying that you're going to break it. And then you have the Torx Plus Tamperproof. So this one is TMS-TR Torx, and this one is TMS-Torx. And those are all from the TMS77. So if you like all of them and you want the whole thing, buy the TMS77. It's a 77-piece.
But if you need a specific type out of the TMS77, we have them all available and apparently in different styles. So look at your local tool truck and ask about what they have available and what they can get you. Because
in terms of drives, they range from quarter all the way up to half. So these are half-inch drive, whereas the smallest ones are quarter. So yes, we do have some half-inch.
So let's see, the Torx goes from a T10 all the way up to, what is that, a
T70.
There you go. T10 to T70. I'm assuming it's the same for the Torx Plus and for the Tamperproofs?
Yes. So the Torx Plus actually goes up to 60. So it's a TR60. And then on the Torx Plus, that's security. We were calling that Torx Plus. This also goes up to T60. And on the 5-point, you're looking at also 60. It's just the regular Torx that goes up to 70.
Well, there you go. There you have it. And then the sockets, obviously, EP24 and... What did I just do?
E24.
No, this is E24. So,
and then that one's
yes,
EP24.
they both go to...
Just a lot of numbers running around.
Listen, I'm going to apologize in advance because I am tired today. I have been gone all weekend, and boo-hoo me, I know. But I have been gone all weekend on a close buddy's bachelor party golf trip. So I am slow this afternoon.
I'm tired. I was golfing all weekend.
I am tired.
You got a little bit of tan, though.
Up in the Georgia sun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was nice. It was, if anyone's up from that area, it was just north of Lake Lanier, about an hour north. It's a nice area up in Clarksville. It's a little resort up there called The Orchard. Beautiful property. Amazing homes and just in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Couldn't do it myself, to be honest with you. I talk too much. I could not.
Do you get sunburnt quicker on mountains?
You'd think. I didn't put any sunscreen on and I'm fine, which is not normal for me. You'd think, though.
Yeah, I would think so.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay.
Maybe because you're farther away from the equatorial line.
You were like
10
half a
country away. Yeah, it snows there.
Florida, Georgia.
North Florida, or North Georgia, Central Florida. That's a long... What are you talking about?
I guess so.
You're halfway up the continent.
All right. Well, if you guys live in the mountains, let us know. Do you get sunburnt easier than you do on flat land? Because I'm genuinely curious.
I'd say no, but why not?
Thank you for tuning in. Again, stay tuned for episode 100 because we're probably going to do an office tour or something like that, show you the outskirts of what's going on here.
Introduce you to people who work here.
Yeah, and we have some cool videos coming up soon. We are traveling to Taiwan pretty soon, and they're letting us use their testing facility. So we're going to have some cool content.
And that being said, I want to make an announcement to let you know that anything... How put this? Changes that you see that should be made that would be reasonable, ideas that you might have, things of that sort, this time of the year is the perfect time to bring them up because this is the time where we can act on those ideas quickest. That being said, we always take suggestions. So if there's anything that you have pending that you've been wanting to talk to us about, wanting to mention, wanting to give some feedback or suggestions on, now is the time to do it.
All right, so there was not many comments on our break room episode or on the Tool Tuesday, so there's not much for us to answer. If you have a question, make sure you leave it down in the comments and we will hit you up on the next episode where we answer questions in a video format because we don't really type them out. We've had a few people say, why doesn't Vim answer questions? We do in a video format. Look in the description of our Tool Tuesdays where it links you to a Q&A episode where we just read some of the comments and answer them here. So there's not much for us to do now. So if you have a question, leave it below. We'll answer it next week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
what he said.
Peace.